Hey, and welcome into another episode of Chewing the Fat with Peepaw and Mags. And today we have a very special guest, somebody that's not really in our community as far as like a content creator, but still in our community and a very pivotal, I think, person. And that would be Zack. It's Shoot, right? Is that how you say? Is it
It's
Shoot or
shut like it's shut like shut up. I heard that a
Shut?
lot at
Okay.
school. Yeah.
Okay. Zack Shutt, he is the co-owner and CEO of, that's correct, right? Of Meta PCs?
Meta PCs, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So just a little brief rundown. Zach's personal Twitter has got 31.2 thousand followers. The Meta PC YouTube channel has got 98.3 thousand subs, and the Meta PC Twitter, the official company Twitter, has got 89.7 thousand followers. So quite a little social media empire there you've got, Zach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I just need one of these to hit 100,000. I'm waiting.
well, it looks like I don't know which one. Either your corporate Twitter or maybe the YouTube channel might hit it fairly
I
quickly.
think it might be the YouTube. YouTube might be.
Yeah. So are you guys? I watch. I don't watch every one of your videos you put out over on the YouTube, but I do watch quite a few of them, and I find them interesting. But if you don't mind, Zach, I want to go back in time a little bit with you.
Sure.
So I don't know if it was, I went back and dug and tried to find it, but I couldn't. It was either like a little Twitter video or tweet where you were talking about when you were a youngster. And I kind of took it from the inflection from the tweet was maybe you were like in, say, like junior high to high school, and you were going around and buying PCs from like yard sales or secondhand stores and like kind of cleaning them up and maybe tweaking them a little bit as best as, whatever that platform would support, and then turn around and reselling them and making a little money, put a little change in your pocket.
Yeah. That's kind of how I started. I started. It was actually sixth grade, so I was getting ready to go into junior high. But I started getting computers. My dad would drive me to like pawn shops and stuff, and I'd buy them, fix them up, and I'd resell them on eBay. Yeah.
Okay, so what made you want to do that? I mean,
Dang,
why
that's
PCs?
pretty smart. That's pretty smart though for a sixth grader.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it was like we didn't grow up with a whole lot of money, but my dad definitely not a computer guy, but his business background is he would like fix up like welding torches. He was like welding torches and regulators. So I was never like a big like manual labor type dude. I was kind of nerd, but I kind of looked at what he did and was like, maybe I can do something like that with things that I'm interested in, which was computers. So that was like a good way for us to bond because I wasn't into the same stuff my dad was into, but we could kind of relate in the sense that, hey, you like taking apart old shit and putting it together and making it new. So that was a way for me to kind of bond with my dad, and from that, it kind of put me on the track that I'm on today.
Man, that's awesome. I think that kind of talking about that with you, I think so many people today want to do and become great, right? And they want to have like success, and they want to be all these things. And you can be, right? You just got to find what is your niche, right? What speaks to you. So anyway, I just kind of want to talk a little bit about where you got your start and everything. So when did you start Meta PC?
We started, so I guess there's like quite a journey leading up to it. So I'd kind of bounced around in between a few different careers post that initial venture. Like I'd gotten to radio for a while. I'd worked in radio when I was younger, and that was just something I like really wanted to learn how to do broadcasting and be on the microphone. So I worked for radio stations. I also did like their tech stuff. And then after I realized that if you work in radio, you'll probably be broke the rest of your life. I found a guy that advertised on one of our stations, and he owned a bunch of computer stores up in Utah. And he said, "Hey, I want to start a gaming PC company. You're really good at marketing, and you know the industry. You've built computers. Why don't you come work for me?" So we built a company called Zydax that is in the space, and I did that for several years, and ultimately realized that I would never have ownership in that company. I was just an employee, even though I had like created it and built a lot of these things. So after I realized, I don't want to work for someone for the rest of my life, I think it was 2019, left, and then we started up Meta PCs. So and I had moved to Phoenix with my family to kind of deal with some like non-compete things and get around all that, and I brought a bunch of my friends at Meta that worked with me at Zydax to start Meta. So it was 2020 that we got Meta going. But I've been doing it. We started Zydax in 2012, so I've been in the industry for quite a while.
Thanks. You guys blew up fast. 2019. I mean, I know 2019 was like not. It was a little while ago, but that's still pretty fast.
Yeah, it was fast, and we had like a lot of good. It's not like we launched like most companies launch. We had a lot of knowledge, and we also knew people too, like Ricky Berwick, you guys know, is a good friend of mine. He helped us launch. Like that dude is one of the reasons that Meta is around, is because he was so supportive up front, and introduced us to a lot of people. So
that was one of the things actually, Zach, that caught my attention of your company. Since you brought Ricky up, and I'll bring another person up, young Crip. Those two guys are something else. I had nothing but the highest admiration for both of them. I don't always agree with some of the antics that they got into, but I 100% had the utmost admiration, because those were two gentlemen. Unfortunately, young Crip left us this past year, but they did not allow the hand that they had been dealt, per se, dictate the game that they played. You know what I'm saying? They and there's been, of course, like I say, the antics they get into. There's a lot of people I've seen over the last several years that have come at them, and via you guys, right, coming at you saying, "Hey, don't you got, do you know this brand partner that you have out here, and how problematic they are?" And you guys are like, "Kick rocks," right? And I think that's what caught my attention. Is like, okay, this is a company that, all right, has my attention, and I'm going to watch them, right? Because they're not allowing these, quote, cancel culture mindset to come in and say, to dictate who we do not, conduct business with. So I was like, okay, that was a good check mark and stuff. Then another thing that I noticed was, some of the stories that you've put out on your on the corporate Twitter and stuff, people coming into you with various issues with either PCs that they bought from like Facebook Marketplace, to name one, or maybe they decided, hey, I'm going to build my own PC, and they get it, and they realize they're kind of in over their head a little bit, and they come into you guys there, even though you don't necessarily have that's not really what you guys do, but they came to you anyway, and you guys stepped up and helped them. And I was like, okay, so not only do they stand by their partners that they branded with, but they're also just good guys that are going to help people that are having problems with their computers. And I was like, okay, so I was like, okay, this is a company that I have no problems, and I do. I champion you guys to anybody and everybody.
Thank you.
I know that not everybody wants to buy a boutique pre-built machine. They want to do it themselves. They think, whatever, right? I do a thing with my channel where all the monies that come in through donations or channel memberships or whatever, the very little money that YouTube gives me because of ad revenue, All that money goes into an account that I have set up that I don't touch, and I use it to purchase components. It doesn't necessarily mean a PC, but sometimes it's a microphone, or maybe it's a second monitor, or sometimes it is a PC. And so I set a goal when I started down this road doing this type of stuff. And it kind of took off, and I was like, okay, my goal was for the first year was that I wanted at some point in that point in time, hopefully have enough money raised to give away a really top end PC.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to do that. And I did, I contacted you, you put me in touch with one of your reps and your salespeople, and they worked with me, and we got that up to the recipient of that. And they were just floored.
It was Badwick,
awesome.
right?
It was Badwick. Yeah, it was Badwick. And, he's using it to make content consistently. And so,
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, I
appreciate it. It's cool that you supported us, and obviously I think it's very cool that you're supporting other creators too, because that hardware makes such a big difference.
Oh, 100%. And the thing of it is, I guess I'm fortunate and I've been blessed. I've worked hard all my life, and so I'm close to retirement. And so the money that comes is just like extra. I don't need this money that I generate through YouTube. And so I'm like, if I can turn around and bless other people, some of these younger people they just don't, more times than not, there's more a month than there is money. And I've been there, right? And they're doing this as a hustle. They're trying to make a little extra money. They're trying to bring a little extra scratchy in to support their families or just support them in their endeavors. I'm like, if it's something like buying a microphone, or every once in a while, if I've got enough money in there, I could buy a little bit better PC like from Meta. Or
yeah, that's how I started streaming. How I got into streaming actually was people bought me a microphone, and yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
So, but enough. This is not about me, whatever. But I just want to say that I 100% back your company.
Thank you
for those reasons. You guys stand behind your ambassadors, and you just didn't cut bait and run just because
that's important, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that a lot of brands sometimes struggle with. And I don't blame them sometimes, because it can be very, if you're not familiar with kind of what happens in this space and how people try to go about, messing with people's livelihood. And, sometimes it's warranted, but most of the time it's not. It's just someone got, in most cases, their feelings hurt, or they disagree with something. And I think if you just look at it, this is just me personally speaking. I'm not speaking on behalf of Meta, but me personally, when I see something I don't agree with, I just keep scrolling, and I unfollow it, or I just don't engage. It's just so easy to just say, okay, maybe this content's not for me. And then guess what? Just don't consume it. Like, it's pretty easy, but
that's a great point. I mean, I was watching one of your Twitter videos the other day, and you was talking about how there had a little bit of a ruckus got kicked up.
Yeah.
You not too long, and I don't know exactly about the time frame of this, whatever. But there's a streamer, and this streamer has got faces some challenges in life as well. 6 wheels, and his PC could dive on him, right? And you guys stepped up in conjunction, kind of a collaboration with Kick, where 6 wheels streams to. And you guys came together, and you got this young man a new PC, and out with the video stuff. And the dude was elated. I mean, and why wouldn't he be, right? Because I don't know a whole lot about that guy. I was not really aware of him beforehand. But again, there's, like I said, there's a young man that's facing some struggles in life, and he's still doing everything he can to make life as enjoyable for him as he can. And so when something like that, like a PC, because the streamer takes out on him, that's a huge thing, right? That's a huge, and not everybody has, a couple of $1,000s laying around to purchase a new PC to be able to, especially meet the hardware requirements of a lot of these games that these young people play today, to be able to stream and do stuff. And so you guys collabed with Kick and stuff, and that was awesome. I thought it was a really cool deal. But then there was this little thing where Kick social media manager tweeted out a thing around the Island Boys. And they came in and they said, they were sorry about it and yada, yada, yada. And because I kind of get the sense maybe, Zach, you're a little bit of a troller. You like to troll
I shit post. I troll from time to time.
as we all do. I mean, petty is my favorite color. And so you tweeted out from the Meta PC account, hey, I found my new job.
Like, I'm over here now. I'm on Meta PCs. It blew up. Yeah. A bit of controversy. Something happened, and it deserves some acknowledgement. Had some people reach out about this actually, so I want to get to the bottom of it. A couple days ago, Kick, the streaming platform, posted on their Twitter this meme of the Island Boys kissing with the Kick green square around it, which, whatever, it's just like a weird post. But they deleted it and then posted this status update that said, "We apologize for the conduct displayed in our previous post featuring the Island Boys. Our social media manager has been terminated effective immediately." Now, when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's definitely a meme, like Kick's memeing right now, because they fire someone over. It's just stupid. It's just a meme. And I responded from the Meta PCs account, and I said, "What's up? It's me, the old social media manager. Got a new gig already." I was just having fun. I was just joking around, having fun. But I've had a bunch of people message me and say, "Dude, you hired the social media manager from Kick? Like, what are you doing?" Or people like, "Dude, that's a boss move." It's just a meme. This is just a meme. In fact, I think Kick also tweeted an update, and they're kind of memeing on it too. But yeah, it's just, Twitter's just memes, man. If you take it that serious, if you take Twitter serious, you're gonna have a bad time. And I know you have a bad time because I just call it Twitter. I don't call it X. It doesn't matter. This is all memes. Okay, we're just here to have a good time. Don't take it too serious. You're gonna have a terrible life if you take things on Twitter. Yeah, it's serious. Just have a little bit of fun. Don't be a weirdo. Yeah. Anyway, what's up? It's me, the old social media manager. Got a new gig already. All right. Have a good weekend. Love you.
And I found out that was funny. I thought it was, and people lost their minds, and they was like, stuff. And I'm like, I don't understand. Just Alt F4, right?
Yeah.
Top right corner, click on the X, unfollow.
They can't. It's impossible. They can't. They're too sensitive. They have to feel like they're being heard. You know what I mean? Even if you're not actually paying attention to what they're saying, they feel like they're being heard if they type it out and send it. So I mean, I guess whatever.
Yeah, but it's I think it's hilarious. And those are the ones that I sometimes, if they really get into their feelers, those are the ones I really kind of go back and kind of really needle a little bit just to really get them to flare up.
Sure. Yeah. And it's a good tweet when I got a text that day from freaking Keemstar, and he's like, dude, he's like, "I'm so pissed that I didn't think of that first." I'm like, all right, well, maybe we're onto something here if we got fucking. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if you scroll here.
No, you could cuss. That's fine. So, quick question. So I was perusing your Meta PC website and everything, and I couldn't find anything on there per se. And I did find a little bit on the YouTube channel and some on the Twitter. You guys have done some custom PC builds, and I'm probably going to not get them all, so I'm probably going to have your help a little bit here. But you just recently gave away a $10,000 valued Avatar custom build PC.
It's time. We're announcing the winner of the Avatar Custom PC. A lot of great entries, a bunch of people. We've had tens of thousands of people enter to win this PC. So first of all, thank you to everyone who entered. Thank you to AMD and Ubisoft for helping to put this together. We had a lot of fun with this build, and we're excited for it to go to its new home. And every time we do a giveaway, we always want to make sure that we're nice in the comments. We congratulate the winner, so get in there, say big congrats to the winner of this PC, which I am happy to announce is it you? I don't know. Is your name Rick? Big Barney Ross PR. We're going to hit you with the follow back, send you a message with details on how you can get this PC sent out to you. Congratulations, my friend, on the new PC. But that's not it, guys. We have a new giveaway that is launching next week, end of this week, something soon. And it's a little sneak peek right here. If you're excited for this, you're going to want to stick around. Now, this is a very different giveaway that we're doing with this PC. We'll have more details on who can enter to win, who it's for, all that good stuff coming up. Congrats to the winner, Rick, the new Avatar PC. And guys, we do giveaways like this all the time. So stick around. We have more coming, including this one coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Avatar build. And the cool thing about that PC, number one, when we say custom, it's totally custom. Like we made the case totally disheveled and really put a lot of work into it. But the coolest part about it was the graphics card. They only made 500 of these things, and they're heat reactive. So as you're playing the games and your graphics card is heating up, the color of the card changes, which is just freaking nuts. So yeah, that was a really fun build.
And you also did one where you did a Minecraft build. That one was for a Minecraft creator, correct?
Yeah, I think we did that one for Crafty. We did one for Crafty, and then we did one for. We have a couple Minecraft guys, but
yeah. The one that I was really disappointed about was you'd got in that elusive case that was the tank, but all the glass had been shattered. So, kind of a follow-up question, because I looked, I didn't see anything else. Were you able to do anything with that build or that case? Or
we finally got one from China. They've stopped making it, so we had to go to Alibaba and plead these guys to be like, please send us one, because that tank video was the first video that got multi-million views for us. And I think it's because we had a problem. It ended up being broken. People like that. So I was like, man, we need to find one. So we finally found one. We have it. And we're planning on, I think in February, doing a full build in it. So that'll be awesome. Coming up.
So this one's the glass was all intact and everything. So we have a working case. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. There was another one that you did. I believe it was like a Death Star. Was that? correct?
Yeah, we did.
No, it was the Borg. It was the Borg cube.
Yeah,
right.
Borg cube.
Yeah.
That was
so
awesome.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know where you guys kill these cases. I don't know if you scour the dark web, but
we scour. It's like a combination, but we do have a few coming. So the Borg Cube one was made in production with Star Trek. They got the licensing for that case, and we're working with that company on a case that is unique to us. I don't even know if I should talk about this yet, but it's a I'll do it. No, it's fine. We're doing it. It's a Cybertruck, like a literal Cybertruck PC case. Looks just like a freaking Cybertruck. And we're getting 4 or 5 of them made. These are custom metal fabricated cases. So that's gonna blow up as soon as we have those. So you've heard it here first.
Wow. Thanks for that exclusive, man. Because that's a hot topic right now with Elon and those. Oh yeah, that's cool.
It's gonna
man.
be big. Yeah,
it's gonna be huge.
Gonna be a big one.
Let's see. Quick question. It's been 11 years. Do you still think that society needs to ease up on pushing a stranger shitty little kid at Target?
I'm so glad you saw that. Dude, I go through my Facebook memories and I see some of the shit I post. I'm like, oh my God, I could never post this today.
Why not? I agree. These kids today, okay, I'm old.
As a mom, I fully back this. If they're being shitty, push them, yeah, for sure.
Discipline your kids, it's important.
Yeah, exactly. But I saw that and I was like, yep, I'm gonna ask Zach about that one.
Well, I'm glad you did. I saw that. I'm like, this one. I've certainly seen worse ones show up in my memories where I'm like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and private that shit. But most of it's
Zach gonna get canceled.
I don't know. See, this is the thing. When you back your creators, you got people that have your back. So
exactly.
I feel like they're kind of uncancelable. You're uncancelable. They can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to dude. Here's the thing about cancel and going back and digging up stuff is it's Okay, if you're gonna assume that everyone from the jump is like a perfect person, you're not gonna find that person. It doesn't exist. Like,
No.
I'm not gonna be that guy.
I don't know really what in YouTube. I don't know what you go out and consume. I mean, do you go out to watch music videos or that? I don't know what your
I do watch. So we work with quite a few people in the commentary
Yeah.
community. I don't
Yeah.
watch quite as much of that as I used to. I used to watch like some Bo Blacks and a little bit
Yeah.
of whatever and things like that. But I do watch some of that. I'll watch just some random, videos in the commentary side sometimes. But I'm just all over the place, man.
You know what always cracks me up because I was a consumer of commentary ever since probably about 2015, and and I watch some of these younger creators that come into this space, and they go back and they look at 2015, 2016, and they want to sit there and try to cancel someone based upon what they did in 2015 or 2016. And I'm like, you guys don't understand. Anytime you take the glasses or the optics of 2024 or 2023, whatever, and you look backwards through time, it's going to be problematic because at that point in time, it was a different era, right? And it's not just, or if you can go back further, go back to 2010, 2011, 2012. And it always just kind of cracks me up how they come in and want to cancel these people, and these creators, when this stuff comes up, all of a sudden they put on the gray hoodie, and they're out here making their apology video about it. And I'm like, come on, guys, tell them to kick rocks and go on down the street.
Yeah, it's about like it seems like, at least from my perspective, that's like the worst thing that you can do is like my response typically when stuff has come up. Even on the meta side, sorry if you guys can hear some background noise. I got people.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, you're fine.
You're
I
fine.
got kids in the background, so you're good.
But it's like when this stuff comes up, most of the time, I just don't say anything. I'm just like, I literally don't. I won't post.
Yeah.
I don't post anything. And then a week later, when everything's gone, I go post again. Like, dude, it's so easy just to say, hey, we're just not going to deal with this crap. I'm just not going to do it.
Apologizing never gets you anywhere.
Nope.
If you bend the knee to them, it's never good enough. They'll still want more. They'll never be satisfied with it. There's no point.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah,
Totally
just
agree.
you're right. Just ignore it because the news cycle is about 5 to 7 days. Attention span is even shorter than that. If you don't engage, then they just hush. There's nothing to talk about.
Right.
Let's see. Quick question, and I may actually wind up cutting this out of the edit, depending on because this may be in something you don't want to talk about. There's a creator that I'm guess somewhat friendly with, where we've made some content collaboratively on some other channels and stuff, but his name is Nicholas DeOrio. Do you know Nicholas DeOrio?
Oh, I was gonna bring this up too.
I know of him. I know of him. I've seen him post. Like I follow him and stuff, and I've seen his post too.
Okay, so he has this thing. It's like who was it that someone got a brand deal from you guys, and it sent him into the roof because he's like he can't believe that he hasn't got a brand deal yet.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
So are you guys trolling him or what?
No, actually, so funny enough, like there's a couple stories with this, right? So you guys know Augie, right?
Yeah.
So Augie, when we launched Meta PCs, our website was like fresh, new, and we were having issues with traffic. It kept going down, and so we were reinstalling the site, and the site was run on WordPress at the time.
Oh boy.
And Augie went in as the site was being reloaded, and it had like the setup screen. And he's like, oh shit, I'm going to set up the Meta PCs website. So he set it up with a custom name. He had the login set up, and he was doing it all on stream. And at the time I was like pissed, but it was maybe like 6 months to a year later that we gave him a sponsorship deal. Cause I was like, dude, if I were his age
Yeah.
or in his position or whatever, I'd be trolling and doing the same shit. And so
Sure.
there's guys like that in the community, and DeOrio's one of them, where it's like there's some overlap in those communities. So it's like you can't sponsor everyone, but
Nope.
I've seen some of his stuff where he's posted, he's like, dude, I have an Alienware, I need an excuse
Yeah.
to get off it.
Well-
And I've thought about it. I'm like, shit, maybe we could work together at some point.
I mean,
but-
Augie's dead. Augie's dead now, so you could do that.
yeah, there you go. I can't get a hold of what's going on.
He doesn't exist anymore.
I was listening. I was doing some work last night, whatever, and I was listening. Nick was streaming, and people were giving him hell because he's Alienware. Which, by the way, back before Dell bought Alienware, was not too bad of a PC. But after Dell bought them, let's be honest, shit piece of equipment. I wouldn't spend a red cent on it.
Terrible.
But anyway, he was talking about he was fixing to have to get another PC because the Alienware he got is I don't know how many years old now. And he's like, you know what? He leaned in real close to the mic, so you could tell because his voice got really crisp and clear. He goes, and I'm gonna buy another fucking Alienware.
Dude, see, and stuff like that I can appreciate. I'm not like, man, what the hell? I'm like, okay, you want to buy a
double
Dell,
double down on that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's funny. Maybe I'll hit him up and see what he's got going on. But
there you go. Yeah, there you go. All right,
If you do that, you have to tell him that we sent you. You have to.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sure. Like this is all. These guys set it up for you, dude. You owe them.
Yeah, you little fat meatball. One last little section. Unless I've got one last little section I want to do with you. Unless Maggot's got some questions she wants for you.
I mean, I don't really have a lot of questions. To be honest, when we went into this, I told people I don't really know much about the business or anything.
That's all right.
I just know that you guys exist and you support edgier content creators, which I think is really cool. I think more content creators that say retard should have sponsors,
Sure. Yeah. I mean, dude, people would say, and it goes on the other end of the spectrum as well, right? Like, I'm open to working with anybody, really. Everyone's got an audience, and that's cool. So, and one thing that we are doing, just as like a quick little plug, is we have started our affiliate program. So we have like our partner program, which is, you guys know all our partners and stuff. We've started up an affiliate side where you can represent the brand. We send you like some merch and things like that. And it's a way for people to get their foot in the door to work towards partner and can earn some money as well. So there are some opportunities for us to work with other creators where it's, that may be on the come up. So that's something that you should keep an eye out for as well.
Nice.
We have a partnership guy that's full-time that works with creators, and you can hit him up at the Meta PCs Twitter. So that's just another side note.
So I've got some rapid fire questions for you, Zach. I'm gonna put you on the spot, and I've got like 4 questions, and then we'll wrap this up, and I'll let you promote whatever you want to at the end of this thing, and we'll call it a day and let you get on back with your business.
Right on.
So here's your questions: Intel or AMD?
Personally, Intel.
Okay. NVIDIA or Radeon?
Personally, NVIDIA.
Okay. Air or liquid cooled?
Cosmetics, liquid, obviously, but I'm an air cool guy. I like stability and knowing what I got there. That's how I go.
Okay. SSD or NVMe?
NVMe, yeah, for sure.
Okay, and that's it. Once
Damn.
again,
God,
Zach,
I don't know what any of that means. Jesus
Just a
Christ.
bunch of letters. That's all
My
you need.
God.
Just a bunch of letters and shit.
Well, okay, I had one question before we go. Is there
Okay.
anybody that you're like that you want to sponsor that you feel like is out of your reach right now?
Oh, that we want. Dr. Disrespect.
Fair. That's fair, yeah.
Yep. That's one that I'd like to work with.
That makes sense, yeah.
Nick Merckx as
Two-time.
well. I think he's with someone else right now, but Nick Merckx I think would be a cool one.
You'll get there.
2-time back-to-back
1997, 1998 blockbuster video game champion of the world.
Dr. Disrespect he's another one of those creators that has had some bumpiness out there, but overall just rock solid creator and just I think he would be an interesting guy to have a conversation with.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah, before we go, I would be remiss not to mention that we happen to know a starving African boy who really wants a gaming PC, named Beavers McWood. If I don't mention it, he'll be mad about it. So I have to bring it up.
Tell him to use code tongue at metapcs.com.
Yeah, he is. He really is African, but he's an idiot. But anyway, Zack, I want to thank you so much, sir, for your time today. I appreciate it. Final words. Anything that you want to hype? Anything that you want to promote? Anything? This is your time.
The big things right now that we're trying to promote, we're really working on our content game. Obviously, I want you to buy computers and all that, but there's people that do, like you mentioned, want to build their own, and I totally respect that. The one thing that I could use is go to like the YouTube and subscribe. We've just started doing content 6 months ago and turned it into 100,000 subs. So I feel like we got a good thing going. And if you like PC content, we like to have a lot of fun with it with our shorts and stuff like that. So go subscribe.
I will 100% put all the links to everything that you guys have social media wise in the description. And I second that. Go check out their videos. They do live stream, guys. They live stream building PCs. So, and it's entertaining. It's not just like watching paint dry. So give them 100%, give them
more entertaining than Augie, who doesn't stream anymore.
Yeah. What the hell?
Anyway. On that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you again, Zack, so much. I appreciate it.